Okay, race fans, let's recap Saturday, August 15th here at Delaware Park. I had a pretty good day with my picks. I was 5 out of 8 winners on top, hit the late pick 5, price play and best bet 1, so hope you played along. Let's get right to the racing action here. Race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5 with that low 15% takeout. We're going 6 furlongs on a fast track. The main track was fast all afternoon. The turf was firm. We're going 6 furlongs on the main track here. Race 1, maiden claiming $25,000 for 2-year-old fillies. Let's go to the voice of Delaware Park, Josh Brown, with the call of Saturday's race 1.
Away and running. Good speed from Sentra, who was reluctant to load. Up the inside, Royal Miss is also chiming in, and then throttles that speed as South Street Sally engages It's the Law Baby for that second place position. You Better Kiss Me now lands fourth. Royal Miss stalks the speed from fifth, and the one who wants no part of this is Yo Luna, who must be another city block away. So it's Sentra at the 4 furlong pole, shows the way by a diminishing neck. South Street Sally right there upping the ante in second. It's the Law Baby stacks them up 3 across the track. They're 3 lengths clear in front of You Better Kiss Me, then Royal Miss, and still tailing off badly is Yo Luna. 5/16 of a mile to the finish, and now It's the Law Baby comes with a surging run to take over the lead. South Street Sally tries to kick it into gear. Sentra calls it a day. You Better Kiss Me goes wide. Royal Miss starting to pick them off one by one. 3/16 to go. It's the Law Baby battles South Street Sally. You Better Kiss Me is coming with good energy right down the center of the track, and You Better Kiss Me kicks to the lead and pours away from the competition. It's the Law gets into second, a good battle for third, but it's all You Better Kiss Me. It's the Law Baby, Royal Mist, and South Street Sally.
You Better Kiss Me wins first time out for trainer Nesville Hernan Balon, who's having a strong meet this year. You Better Kiss Me, a 2-year-old filly by Tonalist, breaks her maiden on debut with jockey Jose Batista aboard. She went off 3-1 and paid $8.40 to win race 1. Let's take a look here at race 2 to kick off the early pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs. $25,000 starter allowance for filly mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action from race 2.
Away and running. Good speed today from Onyx 10, who has the lead but has company right to the outside, and Kissed by an Angel adds fuel to the fire. Shahara Fire, the long shot, comes away in third, and Missy 66 is wide in fourth, and Looks First was a little slow when the starter said go, so it's Onyx 10 who's under the gun by Kissed by an Angel, and these two ladies have kicked away past the 4 furlong pole with a 4-length lead. Shahara Fire right there on the prowl in that third place position as they get ready to go to 3 furlongs out. Onyx 10 continues to lead. Kissed by an Angel continues to shadow her every single move. A distant third is Shahara Fire, soon to be passed by Missy 66, and Looks First has always trailed. Onyx 10 has asked for more and has kicked away 3/4 of a length. Kissed by an Angel continues to chase hard. Missy 66 is unwinding now down the center of the track. They're homeward bound now. Onyx 10 pushes come to shove. Kissed by an Angel is resolute, but Missy 66 has all of this mid-track momentum. Here comes Missy 66 to take the lead at 10-1. Missy 66 has won it. Onyx 10 was second at 1-5. Kissed by an Angel third. Looks First was fourth.
The very consistent Missy 66, a 5-year-old mare by Opportunity, gets her 6th lifetime win. She's now made around $300,000 in career earnings. Nice win for the Michael Moore barn. That's the 3rd win of the meet for the Michael Moore barn. Julio Hernandez picks up his 28th win of the meet. 10-1 the final price on Missy 66. She paid a big $22.20 to win race 2. Let's take a look here at race 3. Race 3 is the Amateur Riders Club of America race with amateur jockeys aboard. We're going 1 mile and a 16th on the firm turf course. Maiden claiming $16,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. We kick off another pick 5 here in race 3. We also start the $3 all-turf pick 3 in this race. Let's check out the action from race 3.
Locked up. Away and running. Good speed today from Dawes, Sama, and Quain. They break 1-2. And in the orange sleeves, Mac Runs Philly is right there too. Stillhouse is a little wide as they link up with the course proper. And Power by 8 protects that rail position. And that's the first 5 on settling down. Putterman came away in 6 while Christmas Surprise rides that rail. And Pool Hole is in a very tight spot. Star Metal's in front of 1. And both sides of bad is last of the 10 as they swing left. So it's going to be Quain on top of the field and showing the way by almost 2. Dawes Sama will have to close from second today, and Power by 8 is pulling hard under the rider's hands and is in a very claustrophobic spot. Mac Runs Philly now picks up that third place position, and deep on the track is Stillhouse. There's the red cap of Pool Hole who makes a middle move, and so is Putterman right there too as they flash past the 4.5 furlong point. So Quain's on top of the group, leading 3/4 of a length. Dawes Sama right there chasing in second with a line of 3 with Star Metal scraping the paint. Stillhouse is wide and out of trouble. Mac Runs Philly gets a couple of reminders to stay on the scene. Pool Hole's looking for the out, and quite a separation back to the other 4, which is Power by 8, then Putterman, and near the backfield, last of all, with both sides of bad, continues to be Christmas Surprise. Here's the 3/8 pole, and a good battle continues to brew. Stillhouse tries to make the split. Deep on the track is Dawes Sama. Quain continues to ride that rail. Star Metal's crying out for room. Mac Runs Philly goes deep. They swing, and Quain is the one they gotta catch, and Quain is open up with big strides now. Dawes Sama's right there in for the fight. Star Metal is starting to close in. 3 have a chance, but it's Quain who's digging down deep and finding plenty at 5-1. Dawes Sama fully stretched but couldn't catch the winner. Quain, and Jatiel Ramos has won it over Dawes Sama, Star Metal, and then came Pool Hole.
Quain, the Maryland homebred for owner, breeder Andrew Ali and trainer Nesville Hernan Balon. That's the second win of the day for the Balon barn. Nice 3-year-old son of Irish Warcry breaks his maiden in his 7th career try with amateur jockey Jatniel Ramos aboard. Quain goes off at 5-1 and pays $12.20 to win the Amateur Riders Club of America race. We have a nice picture of the winning jockey in the winner's circle. There's Don Jovanovic presenting the trophy to amateur jockey Jatniel Ramos. Congratulations on a big win this afternoon at Delaware Park. Let's take a look here at race 4 to kick off the late pick 5. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track, 25,000 starter allowance. Filly mares 3 and up, optional claiming 25,000. Let's see what happens here in race 4.
Away and running. Stumbling start for the ladies, but breaks okay. Wise Miss is also showing good early toe, and Jay Candy's right there in the thick of it too. Java Tails comes away in 4th, and High Hill Native is wide and out of trouble. So the first 110 yards belongs to Wise Miss, but for the ladies is right there to take over the lead. And here comes the middle move from Java Tails in between rivals, while High Hill Native is 3 paths deep, and Jay Candy was the one who was towing the gate, dropped to the rear. For the ladies, slipping away and shows the way by 2. Java Tails is taking up a stack of ground in second. High Hill Natives had a very wide trip. Jay Candy tries to get on track in a big way, but goes 5 paths deep. Wise Miss rides the rail as they turn for home. For the lady, cuts and runs, and for the ladies is opened up by 2. Java Tails continues the chase. Jay Candy's starting to get on track, but it might be way too little too late, as for the ladies at 2-1 now has a winning break. A good battle for second that Jay Candy looks like it's going to win, but it's all for the ladies. For the ladies was a convincing winner. Jay Candy was second, Java Tails was third, and High Hill Natives in a photo for 4th.
Nice win first off the claim for trainer Pedro Nazario is for the ladies. A 3-year-old daughter of Upstart gets her 3rd win from 7 career starts. She's now made over $100,000 in career earnings. She gives jockey Jose Batista his 2nd win of the day. For the ladies goes off at 2-1 and pays $6.60 to win race 4. Let's take a look here at race 5 to kick off the late pick 4. We're going 1 mile and a 16th on a firm turf course, rail at 33 feet. Maiden claiming $16,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 5.
Away and running. Good speed in the red cap for Hotter Than Fire. Deep on the track is Don't Do It, and those two draw first blood. The red belongs to Star Over Malibu, and Tiz Complex is right there chasing the trio of early speed. Gervana came away in that 5th place position, and the last 4 is Kinda Clever and Princess Brandy. Then you have Confrontational, the long shot, and Seeger Songs, the Grays, at the back of the pack. That's the 9 of them, and on top of the field, it's emerging out of the crowd, Hotter Than Fire leads by almost 1. Tracking intently is Don't Do It on the outside, and up the fence is Star Over Malibu as they share the top supremacies. Then you have Tiz Complex in a battle with the outside rival of Gervana, who now picks off 4th, and there's a gap of 2 more lengths down to Seeger Songs, who's near the backfield along with Confrontational, and in front of those 2 rivals continues to be Princess Brandy near the back of the pack with Kinda Clever. They have 4 furlongs to go. Hotter Than Fire has no excuses, leads by 1 long length. Don't Do It has no excuses, chasing a solo act in 2nd. Star Over Malibu sits at the rail in 3rd. Tiz Complex comes alive nicely at the 3 furlong stage, and Seeger Songs starts to roll now. 5/16 to go, and the first move is coming from that 3rd place rival is Tiz Complex, but they gotta catch Hotter Than Fire past the quarter pole. Don't Do It is trying to dig deep. Tiz Complex continues to close in. Seeger Songs is winding up too. Homeward bound now, and Tiz Complex shoots away and kicks away by 1. Seeger Songs emerging now, and here comes Seeger Song to confront Tiz Complex. Hotter Than Fire, 3 across the track, and Seeger Songs tries to come up and over the top. Here's the result: photo finish. It's on the head bob between Tiz Complex and Seeger Songs.
Real tight photo finish that took a few minutes to figure out who won race 5, and in the end, Tiz Complex wins it by half a whisker for owner Hope Jones and trainer Cal Lynch. The 4-year-old filly by Complexity breaks her maiden in her 11th career start, gives jockey Vincent Chiminade his first win of the meet. Tiz Complex goes off 3-1 and pays $8.20 if you hit the early pick 5 on Saturday. I was 4 out of 5 on the early pick 5, but if you were 5 out of 5 on the early pick 5, congratulations, it paid big. Early pick 5 on Saturday paid $5,449.50. That's a nice score. Congratulations if you had it. The early pick 4 paid well also. Early pick 4 paid over $1,200. Let's take a look here at race 6 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going 6 furlongs here. Nice group of 5,000 starter allowance runners here, 3 and up, optional claiming 8,000. Let's see what happens here in race 6.
Away and running. It was a good start. Speed today from Rora. Right next door is New Year's block party, and there's the pace of Reverend Moon. So as they settle down, Rora comes away with the lead. Diamond Heist now picks off 2nd, and Reverend Moon is a length down in 3rd. New Year's block party comes away a handy 4th. Plausible Denial with some of the money on tracks in 5th. Might Be Livin' in Magic is 2nd last, and Curlin's Cruisin's last of all. So it's a hassle-free lead for Aurora, and shows the way into the far turn run, leads by 1.5 expanding lengths. Reverend Moon takes up the chase at joint 2nd, Diamond Heist to the outside in 3rd, and Plausible Denial starts to wind up now, but is 6 lengths off the speed, and Curlin's Cruisin' now hits that best stride. Around the turn with a quarter to go, Aurora continues to lead and has a 3-length cushion, but goes very wide, and Plausible Denial is closing in with sweet strides now. Homeward bound now, and War continues to lead. Reverend Moon continues to chase, and the split's coming from Plausible Denial. And there goes a winning move for Plausible Denial inside the final 16th of a mile with Reverend Moon and Wara. Plausible Denial has won it. Reverend Moon was 2nd, Rora was 3rd, and Diamond Heist was 4th.
The good-looking 7-year-old Gray Gelding by Pioneer of Denial, Plausible Denial. He was my best bet of the afternoon. He wins at 8-5 for trainer Greg Compton, who's winning at around 44% for the meet. Nice ride there. Angel Cruz on Plausible Denial, who goes off 8-5 and pays $5.40. The 7-year-old veteran, now a 6-time winner. He's now made close to $400,000 in career earnings. Congratulations to all the winning connections of Plausible Denial. Let's take a look here at race 7 to kick off the late daily double. We're going 5 furlongs on a firm turf course, rail at 33 feet, maiden claiming 16,003 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 7.
Away and running. Missing the break was Quomash. Good speed from Andolin. House of David's going to keep that one company, and Shape Pin 11 is sent hard to now join that fight and take over the lead. Balta comes away a handy 4th, and Quomash is now in 5th. Supremely Wicked tracks in 6 in front of 7's Good, and Savvy Licious is at the back of the pack. They swing the side, and it's Andolin staying pinned towards the rail, and Shape Pin 11 is right there trying to up the stakes in 2nd. Here comes Baltic with a bold move, and the orange cap of House of David is crying out for room as they turn to the top of the stretch. The first move is coming from Baltic on the far outside, and the split's trying to come from House of David as they swing into the stretch. Andolin scrapes the paint, but Baltic's had this perfect trip. Closing in late is House of David alongside Chapin 11 and the rail with Andolin. Inside the concluding stages, it's all Baltic at 3-5. Lived up to the hype too. Baltic has won it. House of David was 2nd. Andolin was 3rd.
Trainer Cal Lynch and jockey Vincent Chiminade team up for their 2nd win of the day. The Cal Lynch barn having a very strong meet. They're winning at nearly 30%. Baltic, the 4-year-old son of Cantheros, breaks his maiden in his 8th career try. He ran big today at 3-5. He paid $3.20 to win race 7. The pick 5 that paid out race 7 paid $150.55. And the $3 all-turf pick 3 that started race 3. It was races 3, 5, and 7. That paid well. It paid $340.50. Let's take a look here at the 8th and final race. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track, claiming 7,500. Filly mares 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. Let's see what happens here in the Saturday finale.
Away and running. A terrible start for 5 Rua. Bold Babe also had a slow reaction from the stalls, but Little Gussie came out of her corner charging, and Golden Sovereign's in the fight for that early lead. Up the inside is Citified, and Bold Babe is deep on the track in 4th. Now a distance 5th is Rua, and Big Bolt's last of all with 4 furlongs to go. So Little Gussie shows the way and not going real fast for the level, but is hounded by 3 challengers, and the first move's coming from Bold Babe on the far outside. Golden Sovereign's in between rivals. Citified stays at the rail. Rue is trying to recover after a terrible start, and nothing today from Big Bolt as the quarter pulls inside. Bold Babe now takes their leading roll away from the opposition at the top of the stretch as Big Bolt still trails in last as they turn for home. It's all Bold Babe who's built up a 3-length lead. Citified now starts to move in deep on the track. Rue is closing in, and the pink cap of Little Gussie just at this one pace inside the final 16th of a mile. It's all Bold Babe. Rue is making up a stack of ground, but running out of ground and running out of time. Bold Babe has won it. Rua, with a disastrous start, had an excellent 2nd. Little Gussie was 3rd, and Citified was 4th.
All right, Bully Babe would give me my 5th winner of the day. Bully Babe goes off 1-2 and pays $3 to get her 2nd career victory from 9 starts. Nice 3-year-old filly by Command Post wins for trainer Daniel Velasquez. Nice ride there, jockey Tejon Hazelwood. $3 to win price on Bully Babe. I gave out the winning late pick 5. It was a $40 ticket. Didn't pay much. Paid $102.10, a modest $62 profit. Congratulations if you played along. Let's get a quick break here. When we come back, I'll tell you about Saturday's handle. Okay, the handle for Saturday, we were a little slow the first 6 races, and it picked up the last couple races. The biggest handle of the day was race 8, that 7,500 2 life for filly and mares. That race handled almost 370,000. Our total handle for the day, a little over 1.7 million in handle. Thanks to all our fans and bettors for making it happen, and of course thanks to all our horsemen and our horses for putting on a great safe show. We had some nice weather. Hope you enjoyed a Saturday afternoon at Delaware Park. Have a great night. We hope to see you when live racing resumes next week on Thursday. Have a great night.
There's only one.